got Mark White with us after a successful 1-0 win away at Yeovil Town. Another clean sheet, mate, and another 3 points in the bag.
Yeah. Obviously today was, we tried to play it down a little bit today. 5 games left, blah blah blah, and that was the case. But you knew that you'd make Yeovil's task after today really uphill if we could get a win, and ultimately we achieved that. I thought both teams looked quite tired. This time of year it's quite busy. We stuck with the boys that have been playing as well, so that wouldn't have helped us there. But yeah, it was conditions weren't amazing as well. It's just like tired legs, very windy conditions, and then unfortunately we're talking about officials again. But I just think it's unfair on players, guys. We've got, I want to try and be constructive about it, mate. Top to bottom, officiating is basically ruining the game. Officials don't own football. Football owns football, and officials are there to aid football. And today, and pretty much week in, week out, the quality of what we see is just not good enough. We've been denied an absolute stonewall penalty on Jason Pryor, but probably becomes a sending off as well.
In the first half?
Yeah, he gets the other side of Staunton, the ball's at his foot, and he said, well, yeah, but he stood still. So he's allowed to stand still. There's no law against standing still. He's got the ball at his feet. And obviously, then what, then he came and gave me the obligatory booking because he didn't like that he'd made a big mistake. He'd done the same for Coops, booked Coops when there was another mistake. He gave a really quick second yellow to reduce Yeovil. I think in reality, in that situation, I think he probably, that's when they use their heads and go, do you know what? You ain't got no more, son. Do you know what I mean? Right. On a booking, he booked, I think, about 6 or 7 people by half time. He's like John Wayne, mate. He's like John Wayne, like literally. And the problem is, mate, is that you can't talk to them. I've never known an era of officiating where they take zero ownership, mate. Or their solution is to book managers, and then the 4 of them to all collude stories, mate, as well. And even sit in the Premier League, one of them's elbowed someone the other day. It's like VAR. Games would have to apologise for the result. It's never been worse. And what they want to do positively for the game is get hold of it, mate. Because it's all good and well we won 1-0. Right? Yeah. But if one goes in off the Yeovil arse and we're denied a clear-cut penalty, we're raging about that decision. It was so obviously blatant. It was literally like 99 out of 100 referees at step 19 say penalty. Got the other side of the player, brought him down, it's a penalty. And I'm a bit frustrated with that type of stuff. But I get booked. But that the answer isn't book Mark White or Cooper. That's not the answer. The answer is, did I make a mistake there? Do you know what I mean? So frustrated with that.
Did you feel like Johnson, if he never taken Bauman out, Bauman was going to be not on goal, but he was making his one forward towards the goal, and then Frankham should have been sent off.
I think George's is definitely an orange, isn't it? At least I think he's very lucky to stay on the pitch, George Frankham. 100%. I think George done a good job of pointing out, but by that point, I think the referee's probably lost a bit of confidence in the game, and he doesn't want to make a bad decision. I don't know, but George has pointed out the balls. But I think George is very lucky to stay on the pitch. I think the second booking is, I think in that situation they can give them that benefit of the doubt and go, listen, mate, you've got away with one there because you're on a yellow. That's how it used to be.
Yeah,
if you're on a yellow,
yeah,
you might get a little bit of a listen, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the thing was, it's like for the first 3-4 fouls he gave, people were just falling over, both sides, literally fall over, foul. Jason Pryor, he's literally dry humped him, and he goes no, because he stood still. He had the ball.
They're not good.
But I know. Listen, people that are moaning, but I'm not. You can't ignore these things just because you win. And also, both managers take a booking because that, you know,
Bad
they've got an
officiating.
opinion, yeah.
What about the studs? Players falling over. Some of them.
They had studs on, mate. It was
Did
just
they really?
it was just loose on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
What might be in the blades like. But anyway, let's get back to the football. So, Pryor's goal. Are they saying they think it was offside or not? I don't know.
I doubt it was. I doubt it was because he's took the strike from range. So I'd be surprised. It was. There would be no reason for him to be still in there. If that makes sense. I'd imagine it's a goal.
Good strike from Moro, third time lucky.
We should have. We had a really good spell. The sort of 20 minutes before half time, we had a really good spell. Thought we had to get more shots off. We didn't test the keeper and us Smith. Josh and Jimmy were getting some really good positions.
Yes.
They're
our outlet, weren't they?
Yeah, but Yeovil have been quite hard to break down all season.
Yeah. Good defence.
They're very. Their stats are great at the back, and the goalies, stats are the best in the division. So, yeah, I thought it was obviously the objective was to get a win. Conditions weren't great. Tired players. I'm going to say fortunate to play against 10, but not on the basis we should have had a penalty, and I think he should have been sent off by the laws of the game. But who knows what the latest law of the game is, because it does change, often.
I've got to ask you your policy about Cook booked. I know your policy is, and I want to ask you the reason. Obviously, he got booked. Do you feel you could trust him a bit more rather than take him off?
No, I told him last week you keep giving away fouls, Joe. And obviously John Wayne was reffing, so I've been taking him off. I mean, literally Joe was took it brilliantly.
Yeah.
We're in a relegation battle, if you like. I know even having a member of a back three on a yellow card, mate. I don't give a shit. No chance. And then you saw him give a second yellow without hesitation later on. So that was definitely the right decision. Yeah, listen, I want to be really respectful because actually the referee's a nice lad, but I just think it must be top down in the way that that these things are being dealt with, and it is week in, week out, and the managers and the fans and the players. I felt really bad for the players, mate. They're all on the other cards at half time. It wasn't a dirty game. Do you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't a dirty game. No, wait. But no, so obviously a good 3 points. Needed that. Another clean sheet. Tony Craig. He was giving rollickings on that picture. I thought old school, love that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was really good to see. And I just think, like we said before, in pre-match, they've got a bit between their teeth, haven't they? And you know what I mean? And it's going well. It's going really well.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 clean sheets in as many 4 or 5 games. Yes.
Tony, 6 goals in since he's come back.
Yeah, exactly that. And it's them boys we brought in, that made a difference. That is the bottom line. That's the bottom line, mate. And all the other boys that are not playing, I love them to death, but they never argued. They didn't get chances, that's for sure. You know what I mean? Because they've all had a lot of football, played a lot of games. But yeah, look, the games are getting chalked off now. So all of a sudden you'll win one and go, oh, that's it. Look at the results elsewhere. We're done.
Scunthorpe gone down this 6 today.
Yeah.
So that's 2 places gone down.
Yeah. So, but obviously you need to stay focused. You need to freshen up a lot this week.
Light week.
Well, it's got to be light week. You've only got one training
day,
session.
I forgot. Yeah, only got one. Yeah,
that's it.
There won't be any more, will they?
Exactly that, mate. Yeah, exactly that, mate. So that's where we are. I just want to say massive. I know. They wouldn't let us film our thing here. But it's never reflective of a club. That's normally one guy somewhere that's got an opinion, but everybody else at this club's been really, really lovely. Everybody I've met, including the media team and the fans, have been amazing down here. And obviously big shout to our 250 that haven't just come from Dorking but come from Devon and all over to support the Wanderers, mate. We try so hard, and if we can stay in this division, mate, we won't look back.
I went over there and I looked around and I couldn't see people I knew or people that I've seen before, and I thought, what's going on? So obviously
they're avoiding you guys.
Yeah, maybe hiding all that, but well done today,
Cheers, mate.
Superb performance, 3 points, mate. In the bag.
Cheers for the fans coming down. I appreciate the fans coming all that way.
All right, Mark.
Cheers,
all the
mate.
best.